In Wilmy M3TR round, I got two questions, two programming questions. The first question is write a program to find the middle number in the array. This is the first question I got. After that, I started solving the question. Let me tell how I solved using the Python. First of all, we want to get the length of the array. So I wrote like this in an online compiler. My manager asked to use the online compiler to do this code. I started with like a print statement, enter your length. If you use these print statements, they will get more impressed. So use these print statements, so there are more chances to be selected. I got the length of the array. After that, I want to get each and every element according to the length from the user. So I am using a for loop for I in range of the length of the array A. After that, I am going to append all the each and every input from the user like this, int of input. By this way, I can able to append each and every element into this array, and at last, after printing the array, I can able to get the list. Now let's see the output. Here it asks for the length. I am giving length as 3. After that, we should enter 3 elements, 1, 2, 3. Now you can able to see the list here, 1, 2, 3. This is called B. Now we have created the list. Now we want to find the middle element. Finding of middle element in the array can be possible only for the odd numbers. If we have even numbers, we can't able to find the middle number. Let's take an example called 1, 2, 3, 4. We can't able to find the middle number because there are even numbers. But here, the length of the array is odd. Now we can easily find the middle number is 2. This is the question they asked. Now let me print the middle number. You can able to print the middle number by A divided by 2. B of, now we want to give the position of array. The position indicates the middle element. Here the position is A divided by 2. Now A is 3. A divided by 2 is 1.5, right? We get only 1. That means B of 1 is 2. Now the middle element is 2. After the for loop, just you mention like this. Enter your value so that it will be more professional. After that, you can able to, here you can also add another print statement. The middle element of the arrays. Now let me run the code. Now it asks for the length. Let me try with odd numbers. Now the input is 3. I should give 3 input values like 1, 2, 3. Now here you can see the middle element of the array is 2. Here 1, 2, 3, in array of 1, 2, 3, the middle element is 2. Now our code works fine, but when I try to give even number of elements, like I am giving 4 elements, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here the middle element is giving like 3, but it's wrong, right? Here there is no middle element. In order to show, we want to mention here like if a modulus of 2 equal to 1. This is the logic to find the odd numbers. If it is an odd number, we should print like your length is odd, program exits, like this, exits like this. Now we want to exit the program. Exit can be done by exit of 0. If it is an even number, sorry, here you want to mention 0. If it is an even number, your length is even, program exits. By this way, you can easily do the program and you can explain to your TR, that means HR here. Now let me run the code. Now I am giving length as 4 and I am giving 2, 3. Now here see, here program exits. If the length is 4, your length is even, program exits. That's all. This is how the code works, and he or she will be asking to explain the code. Then also you should able to explain the code. If you fail to explain the code, then you will be rejected. So be prepared with your logic. Then she asked me to write a program to sort the array using Python. Now let me comment this and let me do the second program, sort an array. Now we want to take the length from the user, enter length of the array slash and indicates a new line. Then I am taking input, int of input. After that I am creating an empty array to append the elements. Then I am using for loop to get each and every element of like a number of elements for I in range of a, and I am appending each and every input like int of input. Now my B contains the array. Now let me run the code. I am giving 5 elements, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it prints like 1, 2, 3. Now I created the array called B. Now let me do with our logic. You can simply do you can simply sort the array by doing like this, sorted of B. Now let me give length as 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we got the sorted in ascending order. If you want the output in descending order, just do the slicing operation like this. You will be getting the descending order like 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you can able to see the descending order output. You can also do it in another way like B dot sort. Now if you print the array, now I am giving a size as 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you can able to see the array in ascending order. If you want it in descending order, then write like this, reverse equal to true. Now run the code. Now giving 4. Now let me give 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you can see the output as 4, 3, 2, 1. Now it is in the descending order. I done the code like this. After that, she gave me another program. It is like a pattern program. The third program is like pattern program. She gave me a pattern like this, like star, double star, triple star, 4 star. This is the pattern I got. The input should be like integer. If it is 4, then output should have 4 rows. This is the basic logic. Now let me code for this. I wrote this program in Python. First, let me take the input from the user. Enter your input. With new line. After that, you can able to get the input, int of input. Now we want to use 2 for loops, one for loop for row and another for loop for the column. For I in range of, this indicates row, for I in range of A indicates if I give 4, then the first for loop will be iterating for 4 times. Then second for loop is for columns. For each and every time, the count of columns should be incremented. The column is 1. In second row, the column is 2. In third row, the column is 3. In fourth row, the column is 4. That means each and every time, the column should be incremented in each and every when row increments, like this. For j in range of 1 comma I plus 1. Let's take an example. First I will be 1, then in first time the row will be 1 and the column will be 1. In second time the row will be 2 and the column will be 2. Like this it will be incremented, the column will be incremented along with the row. Now let me print the star. After completing this for loop, you should print a new line like this. Now let me run the code. I am giving like 4, but it giving me an wrong input because I should not print it in a new line. It should be printed side by side. After that, if only it should be printed in new line. Now let me run the code. 4. Yes. Now you can able to see first it will be 1 star, then it will be 2 star, then it will be 3 star. But we are getting 3 rows. The problem here is like here. We should mention A plus 1. This is the problem in our code. Now let me give 4. Now it prints correctly. This is the pattern we got. You can also do it in another way, like this. Take this entire for loop, then print star according to the row value. First I will be 1. 1 comma. First I will be 1. Then star will be 1. If I will be 2, the star will be 2 times. If I is 3, the star will be of 3 times. You can do like this also. Now I am giving 4. Here you can see star, 2 star, 3 star and 4 star, but we are getting gaps. This can be eliminated by taking this print Just now let we give 4. Yes, we got the output. You can use this way. By doing this way, the complexity will be reduced. You can also explain. We can do like using two ways. You can do it in two ways and explain to the manager like I done the second code which is more which have less complexity, and it will be running very fast when compared to the first code which has two for loops. By explaining in this way, he will get impressed. So there may be a chances of getting you selected. So these are the questions my manager asked me, and she also asked some of the codes, means asked queries related to MySQL, like queries MySQL. Let me explain what are the questions she asked, and I will give the answers for this too. The first question is like find the second largest salary in the table. Let me explain how I done a query for this. Select star from employee, where employee salary I want to select the salary, right? So maximum of employee salary from employee, where employee salary is less than, select max of MP salary, where EMP salary select maximum of EMP salary from employee. You can also mention it in a bracket. This is the query to find the second largest salary in the table. And also she asked me whether the query in bracket will be executed first, or the query, that means the top query, will be executed first. We know that the query inside the bracket is first executed. This question also will be asked. Then she gave me a second question to insert values into table. This can be done by insert. Insert is a DML command which can be used to insert values. Insert into table values, value 1, value 2, like this. She specifically asked me question like insert only the job value, like that, and again I modified my code like this: insert into table job values, value 1, like this also will be asked. Again she gave me a third query to add the column to the table. This can be done by using data definition command, like alter the table, then the table name, then we should add column, then column name. This is how I done the third query, and she said it's right. After that, she asked me a question whether you have any queries or not. Then I done with my TR. All the best for your interview preparation. Before going to interview, prepare all these questions so that it will be more useful. All the best.